I can't understand why after the divorce the children became ex for my husband too. How do I explain to my daughter and son, 8 and 11 years old, that daddy doesn't love them anymore and considers them strangers? At first we moved in with my mom. There was no money to rent an apartment. We started working only after graduation, and then I got pregnant, although we were not planning to have children for 5 years. Money was not enough. My husband did not want to communicate with my mom. He would come, eat, and go straight to his room. I was ashamed that the only man in the house does nothing. You have to ask a neighbor or someone you know to fix the faucet, adjust the balcony door. I used to go shopping by myself too, and when my son was born, it became completely unbearable. My husband once said that now he understands the expression the household is bored, although, I repeat, did nothing at home, except that with a child will go for an hour to walk on the weekend while I cook or clean. There was nothing to think about rest. But I tolerated everything, did not quarrel. I thought the child will grow up, will be his own place, then everything ispovedi.com will improve. But when my son was 1 year old, I had to move into rented accommodation, as I saw that my husband does not want to continue to live with my mother-in-law. His parents live in another city. I tried to work part-time, but with a child it did not work out well. My husband started to stay late at work, and then he didn't come home at night at all. He called me in the morning to pack my things and go back to my mom. He would not come back. Barely persuaded not to leave the family until the son in the garden will not go to the garden, and I will go to work. We reconciled. My daughter was born. Everything seemed to get better. My mother-in-law sold the cottage and helped us buy a one-room apartment, for which I'm very grateful. I felt that my husband was cheating on me, but how could I even think about divorce with 2 children and no housing? I was patient, pretended that I didn't notice anything, but the relationship was getting colder and colder, and my husband himself proposed divorce. The apartment is registered on the mother-in-law, my husband to go nowhere. I still had to move to my mother, but already with 2 children. Husband promised to help, but except ispovedi.com alimony does not give a penny. He got married, he already has a child, and our children do not interest him. I cannot understand such a thing.